worries. It's all right. We can play without him.
Yes.
That's what I.
Is that what we're making the pictures look pretty?
Yeah, I mean, not to brag, I've denied several modeling offers.
Guess I'll just do engineering instead.
Yeah, I guess I'll just do engineering and become a very successful D&D YouTube star.
Yeah, what you don't know is they were foot modeling jobs. My God, Celso, you just have handsome feet.
It's true. Sorry, I don't show much feet too often because it's not safe for work.
Also, he doesn't do it for free, so like if he were to show it to us, we would all have to Venmo him something.
Yeah, I mean, I have a free account, for...
Yeah.
Don't sell yourself short, Celso.
That's your OnlyFans.
All right. So, last time, we didn't play last time. The time before that, we pretty much had just a big old fighting episode, and then we also had, I think it was this last episode, if I remember correctly, we had a murder, so that was cool.
None of us know that it's a murder. I think it's natural causes, obviously.
Right. Yeah, just to be totally clear, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Like, the only person who knows that this person was not killed or just besides natural causes or died of natural causes is Jimothy. And I was thinking about this. I was like, oh, I really don't know. Like, I was like, okay, how could I get him? And I was like, I really don't know. Like, he played it as clean as possible.
I mean, unless Jimothy's keeping some like secret journal that he, writes about each of his days.
January 11th. Murdered some crusty old mayor.
Yeah, exactly.
Chipped a nail. Just the worst day ever.
I was just like, oh man, like, cause like, it's just like, okay, well, everyone knew he was old, like, even like, shoot, what's her name? The speaker of Bridgender,
Duvessa,
that's her name. Thank you. I was like, I was like, something, but yeah, even she was just like, yeah, like this guy's old and like he's already a little bit kooky, so and like. You clearly saw that he was a very old man, so like no one's gonna really suspect that like he's just like, oh man. Especially if there's no like markings or anything on his body. But anyhow, so you guys after that you go into the 5-town center and go to one of the taverns and observe the fights, where Asilo just dominates. I mean, I think you crit like twice in that fight or something. Right. So it was yeah, I mean, like the guy was a bit tougher, but and he kept missing because I was rolling terribly, so it was like just the perfect combination of you rolling really well and I rolling poorly, so you had a little bit of help with Jimothy casting. I don't know. I forgot what the ability was, but like he pretty much just heard like screaming in his ears like the entire time he was fighting. Like,
Psychic whispers. Psychic whispers. So yeah, I can like scream at people.
So that also kind of, if I remember correctly, I think I guess on like my end, like I remember kind of like lowering some of those to hit because of that. But you as far as I don't know, Jimothy, do you tell eventually Asilo that you did that, or
No. I'm not going to tell anyone. I don't want to taint the victory by
Sure.
letting him know the only reason why he won is because I helped him.
Yeah, I'm trying to gather.
He's just gonna journal about it later.
Saved Asilo from absolute humiliation.
Tale of two stories.
But then from there, you kind of a couple of things. So then Oz um, kind of went to kind of like look and investigate to see if he could find some parchment or some ability, some magic shop, some bookshop. Found a shop, it was closed. Eventually found the owner, and they're going to open up the shop for them tomorrow and do a little bit of shopping. So that was like one of the things that was one of the priorities that you guys established. And the other big thing that you're really here in Bremen is that you heard about some sort of sea monster kind of wreaking havoc in the town, and you're here to dispose of the creature or figure something out. And so you guys are going to do that kind of like next day. So you're going to enjoy the evening, which I think you did, get a long rest and everything. Are ready to take care of it.
Alfie is in my room.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. That's completely. You're so kind. Yeah, you brought him in, and you were just like, he was not doing well. He was a blubbering mess. But you were very kind to him.
I told Asilo that we would go over to his grandpa's house and maybe make it so Alfie doesn't have to be traumatized again. So we would go and clean up. And Jimothy was very willing for us to do that. Just kidding, he wasn't very willing. But everyone in the group said they would come and help, I thought.
Right. And then you guys made some bets last night as well. Hopefully you guys deducted or added the additional coin for that and everything. Okay, are there any questions before we hop right in?
Nope. Oh, ready to go.
Okay.
I guess my only question would be, do we know what a normal practices for funeral stuff would be? Or are we going to find out from one of the guards maybe tomorrow? Do we just wrap up, the dwarf in a rug and just dig a hole somewhere?
I mean, you can ask Alfie, like,
I'll probably ask one of the guards. Alfie's traumatized and he's sleeping.
Not doing great.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
I'll just wait.
Okay, so you guys rest next day. Okay, so we'll start with you then, Zoran. So we'll say that Alfie's in the room. You
Is he still sleeping? Because I don't really need to sleep. I might
bounce, just leave him there.
Just go downstairs and just ask hey, speaker passed or something. I don't know if I want to tell the front desk person. Maybe I'll go see if I can find a guard again or something.
Right, okay. So actually, as you come down, there are people already kind of down there. They're whispering, they're talking about, in kind of like a somber tone, and they're just like, oh, did you hear that the speaker died last night? And then somebody's like, oh, well, yeah, I mean, it was a matter of time. The old bat finally kicked the bucket, and there's like, somebody smacks him, like, show some respect.
So rude. Right.
He's just like, come on, let's be honest here. Like, the man was old, and he wasn't even leading the town. We were just subsisting. We have this monster that no one's dealing with. They're just like, still, he was our leader. And so there's kind of a little bit of quips and going back and forth on that. So you can go approach them, or if you want to
they just seem like normal townsfolk. So I think I want something more official, maybe. So yeah, if I can see a guard outside.
So if you step out, so just kind of like I showed in the map before, the speaker's house is very close to the tavern, so you could go there if you wanted to.
No, I don't want Alfie to be wake up and find out I'm not there or something. So I don't see any. Maybe I'll just go back to the room since I don't see a guard nearby. So I'll just go back to the room, see if Alfie's. You know what? I'll grab some food and like some water and bring it up to the room.
Nice. Okay.
Probably needs to eat.
All right. So just deduct 2 silver.
Sure.
Okay. So you come up. He's still fast asleep. Do you wake him up? You're like, come on.
No,
Hello.
I'm not. I'm just gonna let him sleep.
Okay.
I'll just set the food near a dresser or something. Something kind of
Okay.
near him. It's fine. I don't think I have anything to write on, so yeah, maybe I'll leave a note. I'll just say, gonna clean up at your grandfather's house. You can meet me there, and I'll just put it near the food.
Okay.
I'll close the door and see if any of my party is also awake. I think Asilo and Jimothy are at a different hotel anyways, so...
Right, so, yeah, Buffetes and Oz, are you guys up? Do you guys want to be up?
Yeah.
I want to sleep forever. No.
Yeah.
So what do you do, Buffetes?
Too much last night after after the fight.
Okay.
Okay, then I'll get Buffetes and Oz. Are you up?
Oz, how early would you say Zoran got up?
Yeah, I was
Got
about
out
to say,
of
it's like
trance?
early risers. And it really depends, right? Because like just to make sure the days are really short here. So, you might have gotten your full 8 hours, but like it still might be not exactly like bright out, or like you could maybe see the sun rising, but like it's still really cloudy and overcast most of the time.
I would say a reasonable time. I mean, if there's a lot of people downstairs talking about this stuff, I would say it's probably like 7 or 8. That seems reasonable.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, that's probably about the time Oz would meander on down.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna ask, hey Oz, are you gonna go try and find parchment, I guess, or something?
Yeah, I think I'll do that, and then I can head to the house. And
Okay, cool.
I don't. You said it looked like natural causes.
Yeah.
It is
natural
causes.
He was pretty old, so I'll go get a Jimothy and a Silo, but yeah, just meet me at the speaker's house.
Okay, so there's probably some stains in a chair. All right. Think I can deal with that.
Yeah. Okay. I'll go to the other tavern, or not tavern. Not the Grumpy Moose, the Stones. Go and try and locate a Silo and Jimothy if they're not up.
Well, Buffete's gonna go with Oz, and he's gonna grab some investigation wine from the tavern before they leave.
A little early for wine, Buffetes.
Investigation wine? What is that?
Like a road wine, like a road beer.
Yeah. A little investigation wine.
Oh, to get the mental juices flowing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Provides clarity.
He's just like, there's like day drinking, right? And that's a whole different type of beverage. And there's night drinking. There's also like, mind-numbing drinks, and then there's just like focus drinks, right?
Crime busting drinking.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, honestly, if you watch like a lot of crime shows in general, they're always smoking and drinking heavily. That's how I want my investigators.
Right.
He promises not to spill any dark red wine on the crime scene that could possibly in any way
contaminate the scene.
Investigation.
Yeah, I love it. You're just like seeing this old body, you're like twirling your wine glass aggressively. Oh, whoops. Okay. So you go with Oz, and then Zoran. I'm sorry, where are you going again?
I'm gonna go to the Stones lodging and find Asilo and Jimothy.
Okay.
See if they're ready to meet me over there.
If you, do you guys have anything specific you want to do, or do you want to just say Zoran arrives and come and gets you?
I'll just go along whenever someone shows up at our room.
Cool. Okay. Silo, do you want to do anything particular before Zoran shows up? Okay.
Cool.
All right, so we'll say that you guys are kind of coming down, and then you run into Zoran, and take it away.
Hi. Well, let's go maybe get this body and maybe clean up a little bit so that Alfie doesn't get traumatized again when he comes home. He's still sleeping in the hotel.
We all know that his dad, grandpa have died, right?
Yeah,
Right,
I
mean,
told you guys the night before.
Okay.
Right. So you guys had that one. There was this one scene, right, where Alfie's like begging the guards to go get him, and they don't really buy that he's the speaker's actually dead. But yeah, by morning, people sober up. They get word. Word spreads quickly. It's a small town. I mean, and a lot of, the kind of big news, right? Like the speaker is dead. Like that seems to propagate pretty quickly.
Okay, just making sure that Zoran's not like setting me up by saying we're going to get the body, and I'm like, okay, and then you're like, what body? I didn't tell you anyone was dead.
Right,
Yeah,
no.
I told you guys last night.
Right, and like also it's kind of like similar situation as you're coming down the stairs in your tavern. Like you hear people kind of talking about it. You actually do hear that they're gonna do some sort of service later in the evening for him, like later in the day.
All right, well, I will follow along with Zoran.
Okay, Zoran, where are you off to?
We're gonna go to the speaker's house, but do we see? I mean, on the way there, do we see a lot of people outside? Is there a lot of hoopla?
There's a
I mean, if they
there's like a couple people that are just kind of like talking to some of the guards. Are just like they're like, hey, can we see the body? Like that'd be cool. And they're just
have some respect.
the guards are like, what? No, get out of here, scram! You can see.
Cool. If I see the body, that'd be cool.
Such a bunch of weirdos. They're just like,
Northerners.
yeah, these Northerners, right?
Yeah. Every time
But,
I'm gonna say it now, like Timothy's gonna spit on the ground. Northerners.
I love this.
Freezes before it hits the ground and shatters.
Yep.
This mutual disgust.
That's right.
I mean, honestly, they started it, so I don't blame you.
And I'm gonna finish it.
I mean, you definitely finished it for one person.
Oh,
Allegedly.
Okay.
He was already like at the edge of the cliff. I just gave him the slight nudge to get him over the edge.
You don't know. He could have lived forever.
No, someone would have killed him if it wasn't for me. Someone would have killed him.
Somebody would have just lost it, like just also snapped. I don't know. They were just kind of dealing with it for a while. But anyhow,
It's like the Snickers commercials. Timothy's not him when he hasn't had his muffins.
exactly.
This is what happened.
oh, that reminds me. Timothy, give me a Constitution saving throw, please.
There's some drugged muffins.
Told
Yeah,
you.
and I don't think he picked up any more when we were in.
Are you
Other
out, by
town.
the way, Zoran?
I haven't had any more for a while.
Okay. I thought it was the case. So Timothy's now into his own supply.
Yeah, he should be.
Drug muffins, yum.
Well, don't get high on your own supply. So we're
12. Okay. No, that's just enough. So you're able to. You don't necessarily have the craving. Is you think about it, you're just like, oh yeah, it'd be nice to have one of those muffins, but you're just like, oh, maybe I'm just hungry. I'll just eat something else. So you're just kind of hungry, but you're not craving muffins like you were times before.
Yeah, I got my fix another way.
Murder.
Nothing more satiating than murder.
I assume it was the screaming into someone else's mind.
Right. Combination.
It's a combination of both.
Okay, so Zoran, these two guards that are kind of standing up, and you recognize these two guards to be the guards from last night.
Aw. The one that
so
hit on me?
Yeah,
Fuck
one of
that
them
guy.
hit on me. Yeah. You could tell them.
I'm gonna intentionally only speak to the other guard.
Okay, so I'll say this. So the guard that hit on you doesn't recognize you. He's just kind of like, he's blacked out. So, but the other guy's like, oh, hello. I already told all the other people you can't see the body right now. So, what can we do for you?
No. So Alfie is, in my
You know where
lodging
Alfie is?
yes, but he's, sleeping it off. I told him, yesterday that we would help with cleaning up the house and getting his grandfather ready for whatever your guys' regular processes for funerals and stuff. So, what do we need to do?
The guy kind of look at his buddies, just like, I don't know, these Southerners were nice. Yeah, that's very nice of you. Well, first, could you bring Alfie here? Yeah, we'll run him through the whole process and of how we'll carry the body and everything.
Is there anything we can do before he does it? Because he's still a little traumatized.
Well, like, no offense, but I don't know you. I don't want to just let you come into the speaker's house without Alfie confirming that.
Yeah, that's fine.
But if you do get him, we could you could be one of the pallbearers and help carry the body to the ceremony.
No, I'll leave that to Alfie. I mean, I don't know your speaker. That I'm sure there's other people in town who are better suited for that.
Sure. Okay. Well, if he kind of, how when bodies die and they relieve themselves and
yes.
Do you handle that? Are you good at that? Can you?
I mean, I made Alfie a promise that maybe we would help out with that stuff. So, yeah, we'll clean up as much as we can.
And the guy kind of like, just let her in. She's gonna clean up the shit and piss. Just. And the other guy's like, what? All right. Follow us. And so they escort you in.
These guys are terrible at their job. They were so just telling me that they couldn't let me in, and now they're letting me in. Okay.
Well, it works out for them, right? It's convenient. So actually, only one of them escorts you, and the other one stays out. The one that hit on you, he escorts you in.
Oh, fuck this dude. I'm just kidding. I'm gonna have my hand kind of close to my dagger just in case.
Yeah, he's just like, so you like jazz or
smooth?
No, I'm just kidding. No, he's just gonna
I'm gonna pretend like I can't hear him.
Right. He doesn't say anything, so he just escorts you. He's just like, he's right here. I'll be outside the door. Just
Does he let my other friends come in with me? Because I mean, Jimothy and Asilo would be with me.
Yeah, he'll let.
I'm gonna say because obviously they're here to help too. So
sure. So you guys, yeah, he escorts all three of you in.
All right, so I'll let the guard know. Hey, there's gonna be 2 more people who are coming to help. Their names are Oz and Bofades, and I'll give a brief description. So Bofades might be drinking and
okay, that's fine. Whatever, that's fine. Great.
Okay, cool. Thanks. So what are you gonna do with the body? Do we need to do you have something to wrap him up in, or can we?
Right. So
take him somewhere.
I believe so. Yeah, we're gonna wrap him up, and then So we're not sure if Alfie wants to bury him or burn him. So that's kind of his decision. Primary.
He'll be drinking, yes.
You see somebody drinking, that's gotta be Bo.
That's gotta be him.
It's not the weird furry legs that are reversed because he's a satyr. No.
Yeah.
Yeah. How many satyrs do you come across? But also, how many drinking satyrs do you come across?
Exactly.
They're the same number because he's only met one, and that's Bofades.
All right.
100%
That would be 100% of them.
Always.
100% of the satyrs in this world have been drinking. Yeah, are always drinking.
Wow.
I
Okay.
guess regardless if he's getting buried or burned, he's still gonna probably be wrapped up in something. So do they have a cloth thing or something like to
Right.
pull out anything?
So yeah, we have some ceremonial stuff that I think Alfie knows where it is. That's why we kind of need him, because he knows probably where that stuff is. Usually the speaker for like important individuals, or really just individuals in general, we like to bury them with something, or at least something that has the Bremen crest on it, to show that they're a member of the town.
I
So
guess
we'd
for
like to
now, I'll
honor-
probably just get like a bed sheet or something. Like a
Sure, I mean your
plain
call.
white.
Timothy's
yeah.
looking around for like a nice attire for him to wear.
Okay. Yeah. Look at
So-
Timothy.
Let's move the body at least, I guess, first maybe, and put it in like the bed sheet. So I'll ask Asilo if he wants to help me move this body while
Sure.
Timothy's looking for a nice seat or a nice suit or whatever.
Okay, so anyhow, to speed this along, right? Because I don't want to do the whole logistics. Like, all right, let's roll
Yeah.
the clean up shit. Let's say that you guys find the clothes, you wrap them up. Eventually, Alfie does show up. He
sweet.
helps you kind of get everything prepared, and so they put the body. Or you guys put the body where Alfie kind of wants him to be, like in kind of like the main office, like in a corner somewhere. On one of the desks, he kind of like clears one of the desks. You set it there. And he thanks you guys for your time. He's just like, "Oh, thank you so much. I was a real mess last night." He's kind of directing mainly this to you, Zoran, and he's like, "Well, please, you're more welcome to come to the burning tonight. We'll probably burn his body and."
I mean, we're still gonna take care of your beast, hopefully. So hopefully we'll make it back before. before that.
Right. And he's just kind of like, right. Okay. And yes.
So how long is it before Alfie actually gets there? From when we
It
get
probably
there?
takes him about an hour after.
Okay,
You guys
so like as we're like moving the body, cleaning up, if anything like I don't know, peeks out at me as far as like paperwork goes or like books or any I don't know.
Oh, okay.
anything
You want to
dealing
also want to
with-
be snooping?
Not Snoop. I mean, I'm not gonna like move shit, but like if there's something on his desk about like this everlasting winter or like anything talking about Zardarok or I mean, I don't think anything would. What
Okay,
is
sure. No,
yeah.
that's a good question. I'll have you. Does anyone else want to roll this or do anything else specific with that? I'll have you, Zoran, roll an investigation check, but I don't know if anyone else wants to partake in
I'll
that. or
jump
they're
in
just-
on that.
Okay,
Investigation.
go for it. Yep.
See, of all the
Just kinda
people, I
measure-
thought Jimothy was gonna be looking around snooping.
I didn't find shit.
Yeah. I think you and I are covering all the shit and, you know, cleaning up.
You
Right.
found literal shit.
Yes.
Pretty much.
That's what I'm thinking. Like, actually, that's all you found is shit.
Yes.
So, you guys like see a couple things, but nothing that really that sticks out, right?
Okay.
Without like you could do later maybe a more thorough investigation, to kind of like start pulling things from the shelves or like opening up drawers and stuff like that. But once kind of like Alfie's there, you're kind of like, well, maybe I shouldn't just do all of this in front of him and like just ransack his home as he's trying to deal with his grandpa passing. So, but yeah, you don't really find anything, I would say, with those rolls.
Perfect.
Okay.
Okay, that was it.
Cool. So we'll jump to Oz and Bophides.
So yeah, Bophides, I'm just going to the store to get some parchment and paper.
Okay. So yeah, you go to the shop.
Mhm.
It is open. And actually, as you're approaching, the door opens up. They're just like, oh, perfect. I was expecting you. Please come in.
I'll step inside and in probably a creepy fashion, Oz is going to close his eyes and just inhale. Assuming he steps inside and sees like books and paper.
Right. So you you step inside and it's like it's one of those smells, right, that you just like, oh, finally something not northern, bitter, cold, or just terrible drinking. Like it smells of paper and a little bit of ink and like but mainly just like the books and like printing materials and everything. Like it's divine for you. As so this in the kind of stores how it's set up for the most part is that they have like a couple of bookshelves lined up with stuff, and then a couple of like cubbies on the other wall.
Okay.
So they have like books on one side and like cubbies full of like supplies and papers and pens and quills and all this on the other. And in the middle, there's like 4 tables where it's just stacked with a bunch of random crafts and scrapbooking and type of material. They're just like, oh, sorry, I need to buy more shelf space. So I resulted just to stacking everything. But yes. Anyhow, and they kind of turn to Buffet. He's like, "Oh, and who might your friend be? Who is this?"
And I'm just gonna hold my drink right there and just. I'm just here for paper.
Aren't we all? I suppose. Well, I guess we'll start with you. You seem to have a simpler request. How much paper would you like? And do you want regular paper or do you want magical paper?
Paper or plastic?
Or do you
Paper or
want
plastic,
toilet paper?
Yes, we also. Yeah, we're trying to step away from toilet paper, and I have a bidet side hustle that I also do.
Oh,
Fantastic. Save the trees. I actually don't need any paper. No.
Oh.
I'm just here
Well-
for the smells and then mimic Oz's inhale. Oh.
Yeah, and you smell it. You're just like, oh, it smells like books and stuff.
smells like dead trees.
Well,
Wonderful.
you're. I think you mentioned Oz last night that you're part of an adventure group, or no? I don't know if you did it.
Mm. Boy, last night really felt like 2 weeks ago, but Oz probably
think
would have
you
mentioned that.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, you did? You think you did?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Either way, they're just like, well, oh, okay. So you must be a traveling companion. Well, we do have some items as well that might be of interest to you.
Oh.
So, okay. She kind of turns to you and just like, well, what are you looking for? How much? You mentioned that you were need some stuff. How can I be of assistance? This is really exciting for me. Anything you'd like.
Well, I know paper the wizards need is expensive.
Yeah, so it's about 50 gold pieces, and I've kind of mentioned this at the very beginning that like stuff comes out of like a bit of a premium up here because it's more rare. So
Give me just a second. I'm gonna go ahead and add a 0 to my gold count. That way, this will be a lot easier for me.
right. So this is so paper up here costs 55 gold pieces.
Woo! That's like a 10% hike up.
Yeah, it is. It has to get up here again. Like I said, this kind of there's going to be a couple of checks. Obviously, you can kind of negotiate this, but it is going to be a little bit of a markup for certain magical items.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to balance that somewhere else because I don't want to punish you for playing a wizard. Also, so
Tell them that you know the speaker's grandson.
Do you
You're
know
close
who
friends.
my father is?
But yes, how much would you require? I mean, are you looking for multiple spells or one spell? 100, 110? 200, 200. just already trying to jack it up.
210 spells?
No, sorry, just like how much gold do you want to be spending exactly?
Well, hopefully the beast job will have a decent payout. But how much do you have on hand, magical paper wise?
Oh, honestly, I have plenty. I could do probably have about, I don't know, 5 spells worth, I would say.
Oh,
5 level 1 spells.
I was just like, now put your hands up. This is a robbery. Just kidding.
he manifests his quill as a weapon.
Yes.
So yeah, that'll be 275. If you want to buy that much anyway.
Want and ability are 2 different things here.
Right, and I mean also like I don't know how you guys probably all split your money, but I mean some parties, right? You come in just like, hey, I'll spot you for this, or whatever. So you can like as players, right? Not as like characters right now. You can say, hey, I'll help you with this. I owe you or whatever. I don't want you guys to feel like, well, I mean, you can't be. I don't want to push it one way or the other.
Bophadius is like not paying attention. He's like, nah, I'm not gonna help. Oz.
I don't do charity cases.
Yes.
Sorry.
You don't do charity cases. Oof.
No, but
I can't find.
Yeah, I'll let you guys kind of manage your gold however you want, but. And
it's it's an observation I'm making, but it's interesting that as far as I know, when leveling up, those spells don't require gold.
Sorry, what do you mean? Just to...
So like each time a wizard levels up, the wizard learns 2 additional spells that they add to their spell book. But the way I'm interpreting this is you only have to spend money when you find additional spells.
Right, exactly. So
okay, so basically my plan is to buy enough for, I guess we'll just say 1 spell right now. And if she's got magical spells, then he would be interested in knowing what they are, what those fancy items are.
And so yeah, absolutely. So she's like, okay, right. So that'll be okay. So that'll be 55 gold pieces. And here, let me go put it together. And she kind of starts like stacking it up, and she's like, all right, here you are. So that'll be 55, and let me pull out some of these magical items that I have here. Or are you interested more in spells?
Interested in everything. Just knowing what we might have access to if some of my companions want to come back and spend their own money.
Sure. Well, I guess the first couple of magical items that I have, very standard. I do sell some potions, standard health potions. I do have a couple poisons as well. Sorry, it seems to be pretty barbaric here in the north. So either they're looking for health or looking how to kill each other. That's usually what tends to sell, unfortunately. I do have something here that is quite interesting. This potion here will make you quite strong if you're if some of your companions are looking for that. But I don't know. Are you interested in potions? I do have some magical weapons as well.
I'll have to ask some of my companions about the potions. Bophades, does anything interest you?
And Bophades is just kind of sitting there and he's like, man, magical weapon might be nice, or a health potion.
Sure. I mean, you tell me, and what you're looking for. It's just like, believe it or not, I'm one of the very few proprietors here in the north, so I've come across quite a lot of things. So you're looking for something more damagey, more what type of weapons do you typically use?
Yeah, and he'll have his rapier, on his hip, so he'll draw that out and be like, well, this is currently what I have. I try not to use it too often, but if it's enhanced in some way, it might not hurt.
Ooh, and they kind of take this and just like, oh well, and so they're kind of looking at it and they're just like, I see. Well, I don't have exactly a rapier per se, but I do have. So here in the north, we like to kind of infuse some of these weapons typically with the northern touch, a little bit of a chilling effect. So, and she kind of like goes and comes back and produces this short sword.
Oh.
And she's just kind of like, this short sword has well, if you strike at it, it deals a chilling blow to the enemy. From what I got, there's a little bit of a cold damage, if you will.
Okay. And how much is the cost of this chilly short sword?
Chili.
Oh, well, I would say, ooh. And she's just kind of like, probably about 300 gold pieces.
Oof. Enough to make the blood run cold.
Yes. Yes. And how much would you give me for my trade-in?
How much is a rapier worth? Like 10 gold
Slightly
or
used rapier.
Slightly used.
No, but this rapier is going to be used to kill your beast.
No.
That's what Bophades should say.
Well, I mean, if that's not what you're interested in, I do have other things. And she comes back and then she's just like, oh, I do have this this spear. I don't know if you use spears. It's a shocking spear from what I gathered. Deals a little bit of electricity damage, I believe, or some sort of lightning damage. If that's more your speed.
Well, I tell you what, I will consider it. Do you have any maybe arrows or bolts that have been enhanced in any way? I may know of some people that want to use something of that nature.
Enhanced.
Ooh. Actually, I do. And she's just kind of like, what type of effect are you looking for? Are you
I don't want to speak for our friends when it comes to what effect they have, but I feel like I know a person who likes to poison people.
right? Well, I do have some poison tip arrows. I do have ones that are a little bit interesting. They're like they're also chilling. Actually, they're cold to the touch to hold on to, so you want to keep them in your quiver for the most part, and then only pull them out. But I've there's a magical substance up here in the north that's primarily used for infusing things here, and most of the weapons that you'll find up here have either been infused by this or it's a complement for it. But
Oh,
if you're interested in that, I also do I can outsource deals for you. So if you're interested in something in particular, I'm sure we can come to an arrangement. But
well, that is good to know. I will take it to my adventuring party. Apparently, these wares seem good, but I'm not sure that I am ready for that yet.
oh, well, and then she kind of turns on the charm. She's like, ready, right? I mean, you're every day as an adventurer, it's either life or death, right? I mean, wouldn't you want to be ready now rather than then? And I mean, gold for an adventure comes and goes. And the more prepared you are, the more well equipped you are, the higher increase of your gold count. That's how I view things.
It is true, but I am still working on collecting some gold, so in the future.
It's like, well, I see. Well, I mean, if anything, you could pick up some potions or anything else that you'd like.
It's how much is your the health potions? I assume they are not cheap up here, but how much are
And she's just kind of like, roll a persuasion check.
Yeah, Charles.
You've been talking to her. You've been gauging her interest, and honestly, she's been looking forward to this interaction. Just somebody who's actually. Well.
Oh wait. So that is.
You get something else.
Yeah. So that's a 17.
Oh, how the hell did that come from?
Yeah.
17? Okay.
Oh,
I see. Okay. Cool. I like that. Okay.
that's a lot better.
And
Yeah.
and she goes, "For you, I'll sell it to you for 50 gold pieces." So removes the markup essentially. So you get everything at cost.
All
Health
right.
potions on it anyway.
I feel like I would be remiss if I didn't ask if I could bundle that with my friend's paper.
Oh, I see. And she kind of looks and she's like, "All right, fair enough. I'll say this. Yeah. If you go in for the gold paper, I'll say you 50 for the healing potion and 50 for the parchment.
Woo.
You're quite the negotiator."
Uh,
Friend Jimothy isn't here.
She's like, "It's so
Thank
nice that
you.
you're laid back and not really forceful and aggressive in your negotiating tactics."
Whoa.
I'll just
Jimothy feels that from the speaker's house.
He's just like, I'm gonna come and kill this person.
Yeah. The next
Well,
natural death.
I will ask. We gotta
Asks how old this person is.
Fair enough of a deal.
Yeah, I think so. While Bofades and I think her name was Tally are talking,
Tally.
Oz is going to be perusing the books on the bookshelves, looking for any about like any book about survival in the North, and more importantly, any books about owlbears in the North.
You can if you'd like. I mean, it's always good to talk to your librarian, but you could ask her if she has anything like that, or if you want to do kind of like.
If he hasn't found anything while they've been kind of going back and forth, he'll probably turn around and then ask.
Okay. Give me an investigation check then, as you're kind of sitting in the. I mean, she's got a pretty impressive bookshelf. And then you notice that one section is kind of marked off like it's like a little like one of the shelves is marked off like personal. So that's her stuff. Actually, a couple of the shelves, not just one. But yeah, you find like a couple of like geography, but not necessarily about wildlife and survival. So you can kind of like get a little bit description about like some of the terrain and stuff. But and there's like a kind of like farmer's almanac on terms of like weather. Most of it being cold. But you don't find anything specifically on survival, and even more specific on owlbears.
Well, with that, I think Oz will turn around and just kind of ask, do you have anything regarding owlbears? Any research notes or location?
Oh. Actually, yes. She kind of like she's like, let me see here, and she kind of like stares at her shelf, and she's like, there it is, and it's a thin book, and it's just it's titled owlbears and who they are and where to find them. No, it's not that on the nose.
Here's a car that will take you right to them.
But no, she's just like, and you notice that this is actually more kind of like a journal, and she's like, actually, these are some of my writings, actually, kind of like my observations here in the north. And she's just like, I love exploring the wildlife and all the weird cultures out here, and the owlbears, or the snowy owlbears out here.
I knew that they would be snowy up here. It just makes sense.
And she kind of hands you this, and she's like, I unfortunately, and the reason you couldn't find it, actually, it comes from her section.
Okay.
So she's just like, I'm more than willing to lend you this, and for a fee, I'd be more willing to do the copying for you, but I don't know, you made a good deal. I'm willing to lend it to you, and if you'd like to do the copying of the notes and everything yourself, and you're more welcome to do that as you stay here. You said you're going to be dealing with some stuff here in Bremen anyway, so I trust you for now.
How thick is this like
it's about like, I would say like
2 pages.
It's pretty thin. I would say like 20, 30 pages, like really, really thin book. So the kind of the stuff, the first couple pages are just kind of like her like diary of like kind of getting like kind of like tracking him down, and just kind of like, oh, like and then like some of the spottings, and then like the next thing kind of is a couple of sketches of the snowy owlbear. It looks like an owlbear. You presume that it's going to be white. And then she has like a little bit of...
that it's white.
All
with
right.
the name Snowy Owlbear.
Right. Well, yeah, it's like, because it's just on sketching, so it doesn't show any color or anything like that. So, and then kind of like towards the end, it's just like her impressions of the creatures, and like seeing, she has like a picture of like a large one, and then she has a picture of like a small one, which you presume to be a little baby, a little cub.
Oh, what kind of digital camera was used for those photos?
Okay, you know what I mean, those sketches. But then, and then the end is just kind of like a little bit more of like describing her experience, and then you find, like, as you're reading there, some of the locations that she came across them, and they're farther up north. So okay. She kind of does like a little like rough map of 10 towns, kind of like how they're all related, and she kind of like groups those together, and then a little bit to the northeast, even further up, she kind of has like a couple of like points of just like where she marks like first contact, cave ? Or and then like other spotting, and she doesn't date them, but she kind of marks them. So if you want, you could at least just copy that page or however you want to do this.
Let me ask this. Oops. So it's not part of the ability, so this is just going to be me asking if you would allow this. But
Okay.
the Wizardly Quill, I posted it in the Foundry chat.
Mm-hmm.
Drastically speeds up the time it takes to copy a spell into the spell book. Otherwise, it's like an hour.
Right.
Would you allow this to work on copying non-spell things?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I would say so. I would say it would be probably easier because like some of the steps and some of like the like the signs and some of the sigils and everything are a little bit more convoluted and complicated. So I would say some notes and stuff would be easier to do. So yeah, absolutely. I would say you yeah, it depends how much of this you want to copy. If you want to copy all of it, or just like the citing and some of the sketches. But I would say all in all, it would take you like maybe well, you tell me, how much do you want?
Looking at this, I'll ask, are you okay if I were to just copy the entire notebook that you have here?
And she's like, do you mind? And do you hand her the book? She kind of want to look, she's kind of reaching out for it.
Yeah,
and so she takes it and she kind of like flips through and just makes sure that like, she wasn't sure. She was kind of a little hesitant to kind of give you to in the first place because it's her private stuff. And she kind of flips through and she's like, "Oh, no, it's actually I don't have anything. Sorry, too personal here. Yeah, absolutely. You're more than welcome to copy all of it. It's actually pretty exciting that somebody else is reading my work." She's like, "Please, by all means." And she hands it back to you.
Then I'll need a blank notebook and I'll get to work.
Okay. So she's just like, "Oh, okay. Well, if you want just regular paper, it'll be 2 gold pieces, just for like a little notebook that I have."
Yep, I'll pass that 2 gold over.
Okay. And so she hands you just kind of like a blank, pretty, I don't want to say like bad, but just it gets the job done. A good old college ruled notebook type thing.
Yep.
Okay. And she's like, "Well, it was very nice to meet you. Please do come again. If you have something more specific, if you're looking for something, I'm more than welcome to accommodate. I'm also I also have a pretty good contacts around 10 towns, so I could, if you need something to be smithed or something like that in particular, I'm sure we can come to an arrangement."
Absolutely. I'll certainly be thinking about items and what makes sense for the group, and I think both Hades, you and I will let the rest know about our connection here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And so she's like, and I promise next time you come, I'll have this more sorted out, and I'll have something more to present. She's like, she's kind of really excited to have somebody that actually gives 2 shits to come into her store.
Well, if you need anyone to copy anything, to scribe from one book to another to make a copy of, let me know. I'm more than happy to help out for either a small fee or a discount.
Roll a persuasion check.
Oh dear.
She,
Hey, it's positive. I get a positive bonus.
Might take you up on this offer.
Oh yeah, doubling that bonus.
She kind of looks at you and she's just kind of like, we'll see. She doesn't outright reject it, but she doesn't give. You don't really necessarily pick up on it, but it doesn't seem that she didn't really jump on the deal.
Then I just follow up with how great my friend's handwriting is.
Okay, yeah, sure. What do you say? You're just kind of like,
his handwriting is exquisite and is very quick with his writing. He could save a lot of time in the future.
Oh,
And,
You don't say.
as that's happening, can Oz like sit down? Like, is there any like flat surface that he can like begin copying the notebook over?
Yeah. So if she's kind of curious, right? Because she already fell into some of the Bofadi's charm. She kind of like clears. She kind of like brings you over to her desk, clears out a little bit, and she's like, "Please, please have a seat." And I'd love to see this excellent penmanship.
Oz will summon the tiny quill.
Okay.
And then
And she's like, "Oh,
and
all
he'll
right,
start writing with it.
okay."
It uses its own ink, so
All right. So, okay. So because Buffet needs your help, I'll say, either both of you can roll separately a performance check, or one of you can roll with advantage. I'll say.
boy, I would love for Bofades to make this roll advantageously.
Because like you will do it, right? Like, but it depends if whether it's your own chicken scratch or.
How's a 24?
Out of the 24, she's just like, oh my goodness. She's just like, oh my god. Comic Sans? I can't believe it can be done. No, whatever.
The
She's
whole
like,
thing
"Oh,
is
Iris,
written in
I can't believe-"
wingdings.
This is a courier new. Thank you very much, Monospace.
All right, whatever. It looks excellent. Quite nice penmanship. And she's like, she's just like, she looks at you, and then she kind of looks at Buffet. She's like, "Oh, you're absolutely right. I've never seen handwriting like this." And she kind of like is a little bit embarrassed now. She's just like, "I can't believe I thought my penmanship was good, but okay, well, clearly dealing with a professional here. So yes, we can come to some sort of arrangement." And she shakes both of your hands. She's like, I'll be in touch, absolutely."
Excellent. Thank you. And then if I get the entire book copied, I'll hand her notebook back.
Right. I'll say you won't, but I'll say you, as you use the spell, like you throughout the day or throughout the next hour or so, like unless you want to just sit there and just do the entire time and have her just kind of looming over you. But you've already made the deal. It's probably best to come back later.
I'm gonna say Oz is probably too engrossed in getting this information from one book to his own book that he probably would just spend the time there.
Okay. Yeah, and
because the alternative is to clean up shit, which he can do from a distance and magically, but this is about owlbears, and so.
Okay. So, yeah, she lets you. Buffades, do you want to stick around and watch this happen, or do you want to meet up with the other group?
It probably gets boring after like a minute and a half.
Yeah, I think Bofades is going to run out of line and say, you know what, we're off to better things. I'll leave you to this and head towards the rest of the group.
Okay, so you head out, you leave Oz to do some copying, and then she goes back to kind of like sorting some of the tables and figuring out like, okay, how the heck am I gonna get more shelf space here? But okay, we'll leave that, and then we come back to the other people. They're wrapped up, and then we'll say, for the sake of kind of moving things along,
So,
you guys meet up back in the center
like,
of town.
As his spell is working, does like a little paper clip pop up on the edge of the parchment that says, "So I see you're trying to copy a spell. Maybe this will help."
Don't you clip it. That's an unnecessary joke right now.
You just shoot him, just like, no, get out of here.
No, paper clips haven't been invented yet, so it's, I don't know what it would be. Like a wax seal thing pops up in the corner.
Maybe. But nonetheless, this nuisance, you're just like, oh, I should have gone for the pro subscription on this quill.
No, I can keep saying delay,
Or not right now.
Ignore. Yes, not right now.
Remind me later.
Yes.
Yeah, remind me later. Absolutely, that's the one. Okay. All right. So, we'll say after it doesn't take you very long. Maybe like, especially with the quill and everything, like 10 minutes, 15 minutes. You're moving crazy fast. She's, with this, because really it's just a lot of text and then like, you got magic on your side. So, you take the time, you get this done, and then do you want to do anything else before you kind of meet up with the group and then?
No, he'll kind of turn to Tally and say, "Thanks again. I imagine we'll be back. We're still a pretty young group, so your items do interest us, but we got to find the treasure."
Oh no, absolutely. I mean, I'll be here, right?
Yep.
And yes, and I mean, I'll definitely be in contact with you for maybe some sort of discount or something. Okay. And so you take the time. You guys all back together. All right. So what do you guys want to do next? You guys want to go check out the water? Go deal with this thing?
Yes, I would like to go to the water. Even if we
Okay.
don't end up doing anything today, I don't know how long Oz is gonna, not be there. I know Bofadi's probably met up with us, but
Well, you guys said like you woke up around like 7, 8 o'clock, so it doesn't take multiple hours for this to happen. Like it takes
Perfect.
maybe about an hour and a half or something like that.
Okay.
So
Yeah, we'll go to the water, see if there's anyone over there. Maybe we can get
Okay.
some tidbits from, the dock person.
Right. So yeah, so you guys kind of like take the docks. It's like a little like there's like a little like wooden ramp that goes down and then kind of loops around. And then you see a dwarf. He's kind of like setting up one of the ships or one of the little boats here, and he kind of notices you guys. He's just like, "No, all right, it's about time you showed up, you freaking lazy sons of bitches. Grab those nets." And he points to a silo. He's just like, "Those nets over there. Go grab them." He's like, "Well, what are you guys all standing around here? Get to work. We got to get out to the water and make some catches here."
I'm
Nice.
sorry. Who do you think that we are?
You're lazy hires, that's what you are.
We're here to take care of your beast problem. I don't think we work for you, do we?
No, you don't. What? Beast? There's no beast in these waters. Let's go. Come on, you ingrates. Grab those nets and grab those paddles. We gotta get out there and do some real fishing. We gotta catch those knucklehead trout.
Is there anyone else around? He's the only
I
dude.
was about to ask the same thing. Is there another boat that we can get on?
Yeah.
Instead?
Is there another person here?
No, he's the only person out here.
Okay, then I'm gonna say the new speaker Alfie sent us here about your beast problem. I'm going to reiterate it again.
It's like, I don't know why everybody's saying there's a beast in the water. Look at the waters. Do you see a beast? And you see, first you see just kind of like a thin layer of ice, and then as it kind of like kind of goes out, it starts breaking up, and then you see like the open waters. I mean, you don't. And then you see kind of like far away, you see like a little like coastline and some rocks and whatnot, but you don't. There's no beast to be seen immediately. It's like, see, no beast. Clear waters, good for fishing.
We have been told by several of the townsfolk, the previous speaker, the current speaker, speakers from other towns, that there's a beast in these waters that is troubling this town. We're here to take care of that beast and nothing more.
Well, all right. fine, let's suppose there's a beast or whatever and all this hocus pocus. You're gonna need to get out there, aren't you? How about you do a little bit of work, catch some fish for me, and then, if there's a beast that shows up, and then you handle it, do your thing, and then you're heroes. Sound like a deal?
How much are you paying your workers for today?
I pay 5 copper for each fish.
Do we get a lunch?
The hell, this ain't no kind of union.
We'll catch you a fish for you for 100 gold.
That's
100 gold.
Yeah,
You
we're not
realize how much
fishermen.
fish we
We're
how
not
much fish
fishermen. We're here to hunt a monster.
Right, but I'm giving you 5 copper pieces.
The
Access
mayor
to
has
my
sent us
boat.
to take care of this monster. We're gonna need to confiscate your boat for the day.
He's like, I don't know where. He kind of gets up in your face, and this is a dwarf, right? And so he gets up in your face, and he like jabs his finger into your like below your clavicle and like that little pocket there. And you just go like, he's like, I don't know who the hell you think you are, but nobody's taking my boat.
This is escalating quick.
He's like, I've given you a good deal, and he keeps doing like the jabbing motion. He's like, I've given you a good deal, and you get access to the water. Just like, come on now, let's catch some fish, let's make some money.
Let me see your fishing pole.
Oh, we use nets here.
Oh,
We're gonna catch no fish with nets.
I don't think any of us know anything
Right
about
through the
fishing.
holes.
He's just like, well, actually, I do have some poles, but
I don't think any of us know anything about fishing.
yeah. Does anyone know how to fish?
I mean, Zoran might.
Well, like we put the thing in the water and the fish are in it.
I don't know how to.
She's a wood elf, but I don't know if she's if she's done a lot of fishing in her day.
Right.
Maybe. I could
I'm
roll.
proficient in nature, so I mean,
Yeah.
that's got to count for something.
Okay.
Yeah, I know about fish. I've read
Yeah.
about them in books.
He's just like, yeah, it doesn't matter. I'll teach you anyway. Let's just we're burning daylight. Let's just get on the boat, go on out there, make some money.
Timothy's
like-
gonna like jump from the dock into the boat.
Yeah, let's do it. Why not?
And Zoran's gonna say, "Okay, I'm Zoran. Who are you?"
Oh, right. Oh, the formalities. I'm Grinsk.
Rinsk. Okay. And this
Let me type it in the
this-
chat.
this boat, it does seem to be able to hold all of us. The silo's pretty big.
Actually, give me a perception check, please.
I'm gonna say I'd prefer not to share my name. That way the wages are, a little under the table for tax purposes.
I mean, Zoran was only planning on giving her name. She just wants to know who this dude is because it's been very abrasive.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Just give us your boat.
He's so with the 8 looks like it'll hold all of you.
Okay. Then Grinsky, you said do we need to grab it? Does it look like he has everything? If not, I'm gonna ask Grinsk, do I need to grab anything?
He's just like, yes, like I said, those nets over there. He's just
Okay.
like-
Zoran's gonna go grab the nets while
and then
her
he grabs some of the poles, and then he grabs kind of like a bucket with some of the bait, tackle, and everything. And so he's just like, all right, are you all excited?
I'm gonna let Zoran's gonna let all of her friends get onto the boat first, and then Zoran will be last, just to make sure that the boat doesn't sink.
Oh, the level of trust.
All right.
Zoran,
So
hey, Asilo is a big dude. I mean, he's all metal.
Mm-hmm.
Aluminum.
all right. So you guys, you load up the boat. You guys all hop on. When Asilo gets on, there's like there's like a slight like, or not a slight, a big like starts leaning, and he grins kind of like turns around. God damn it! Oh shit! No, get over here! Go over here! He's like tries to center him, like balance it out.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, what are you made out of? What the hell are you?
You dense.
I'm a half ton of romping, stomping steel.
All right. That was weird, but all right.
Actually, I don't weigh that much.
Well,
I know, but okay.
Zoran sees that everything's fine, so she's gonna bring the nets and climb on board.
Okay. And I'll have everyone else roll a perception check, please.
Wait, everyone else, so not me? Okay.
Not you. So there. Get a chance to roll here.
Boom!
Damn, look at these
Boom!
rolls.
Boom!
Y'all are perceptive.
So
Evidently.
the very first thing you notice, you notice that there's a couple of like bite marks on his boat. And then you kind of look at the rest of the docks, and you notice that there's a couple of boats that have chunks ripped out from the boat. So yeah, you guys kind of like see all this. Now you've seen that more so like now that you kind of like gone on one side, and then like kind of like looked over on the water, just like make sure everything's fine. Then you kind of see it and just like, oh shoot, and then you kind of look over at the other boats and you're just like, all right, there seems to be this guy seems to be full of shit. Is what you got.
Oh, we're going that kind of fishing, and he's just trying to pay us cheap. I see how it is.
So he's just like, all right, anyhow, let's go. And he like pushes you guys away from the dock. You're surprised how strong this dwarf is. And he's just like, all right, does anyone know how to paddle here? Has anyone paddled in their lives before?
I think you underestimate my ability to want to work.
Zoran will take a paddle, I guess.
All right.
Since he's probably in the back, since, you know.
Was he volunteering to be paddled?
I swear to God. I really
You can't say anything around me. I will.
No, what's funny is like it's always the deadpan delivery that you just the way you give it. I always lose it. I was just like, I was like, oh, he has a genuine question. No, it's just
Nope.
that.
It's just me being a dumbass.
But all right, so let me bring you guys to the map.
Oz is just going to be in the center of the boat. He'll be eyeing one of the fishing poles, and he's not going to deal with a net, but he will take interest in one of the fishing poles.
Okay. So let me move you guys over real quick. Oh, actually. So I gotta put you guys on the boat. Okay. Let me activate the scene. And hopefully you guys can see there. You guys are all in the water there. And you guys can reposition yourselves on the boat if you'd like. Oh, I'm pause it here.
No.
Do you guys see it? Do you guys see where you're at?
Yeah, I think I would be where Bofades probably is.
You guys can, move around however you want to.
All right.
I guess there's it's a small boat.
It is just enough to fit all of you. How convenient. Okay. So, let me check one thing real quick. But if you guys want to take like a quick break, let me just kind of want to read something.
Okay.
But let me make sure I got this right. Okay, blah blah blah.
on the Twitch.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Thank you. So, now, so,
Oh shoot!
what?
I didn't do my hair for the stream. Shit.
You should have
I
thought about
did.
that because, yeah, Daniel cut his mustache. Like,
Yeah, and he looks
yeah.
weird without the
My hair's done for the
mustache.
stream.
Whoa!
Why are you wearing a hat, bro?
Because I've got like 3 days worth of fucking helmet head.
Fair enough.
Oh, I think I spent more time on my bike in the last 3 days than I have in the last 2 years.
Well, the last 3 days are part of the last 2 years, so that's a false statement.
Yeah.
Okay, so for the first kind of like, I don't know how long you guys want to be out here, but the first half hour.
Years.
Okay. All right. So for the first half hour, you nothing much really happens. You're kind of just paddling, trying to get into deeper waters. You do see another boat, kind of a larger boat, and they're actually displaying a different flag than the one of Bremen. And so eventually they come up port side, and they kind of like
mention anything?
Oh yeah, so he's just like, oh god damn it, just let me do the talking. Don't.
Is the flag a like skull and crossbones?
No, it's not a no.
Pirates on a lake.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
It's not pirates. I mean, he would have been a little bit more panicked if it were pirates. He's just like, oh, it's these Targos sons of bitches. They have also access to this water, and so anyhow, someone kind of like comes up to the end, and they're just kind of shout out, and they're a bit higher. They're actually like on a little like a kind of like ship vessel, and they kind of look down, and they're just like, hey, how's it going down there? You catch some minnows?
Jimothy's gonna yell, ahoy hoy!
You can't be doing that. You can't hold it together.
Grins is like, shut the F up! I told you to be quiet!
He's just like, oh, how about this, Grinsk? You're traveling you're traveling with some Southerners. What's your name, little fella?
NPC death number 3, here we come.
As he kind of directs his question towards Jimothy.
You can call me Shoehorn.
Shoehorn? Oh, well, how about you hop with us? We'll do some real fishing. Leave this old bat to his own business.
Oz is going to turn to the group and kind of go, they've got a bigger boat.
And then Grins steps up, he's like, no, these are with me. Back the hell off, Zane. These are my employees. Just like, oh, Grins.
Does Zorn notice if they have any bite marks on their boat?
Give me a perception check, please.
Come on, Zoran.
Wah, 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 wah. That's the same one I got before.
Yep.
Yeah. No, so...
Oh crap, I forgot my glasses.
Yeah, you actually don't notice any bites or anything.
Okay, cool.
You notice that there's like, some wear on the ship. It's not like a brand new boat, but yeah, it's not nothing that sticks out.
How much do you pay per knucklehead?
Oh.
And Grins goes, hey, you're my employee. Don't be making deals with anybody else.
We didn't sign a contract.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait for the other ship's answer.
And he goes, no, I'm just pulling your leg. I don't need any more. I've got plenty of men up here. But well, if you're interested at some point, we'll do 7 copper pieces for knucklehead trout. But anyhow, come inquire some other time. And he kind of looks at Grinsk. He's just like, good luck sailing and catching anything. And they kind of like, they're like, all right, come on, boys, let's keep going. We already talked to the old coot. And Grinsk goes, you leave me the hell alone. And he turns to you, Timothy, and he's just like, no backup? You couldn't be quiet at the very least?
Timothy will go back to the nets.
I mean, but they're offering 7 copper per fish. Could you offer us like 6?
Come on. I'm a small... Look at my boat. I mean...
What bit your boat?
What?
What bit your boat?
Oh, no, those are just scratches. You collide into some. He kind of points to some of the pieces of ice, like you rub against them, and
I was just gonna look at the bite mark very closely, and look at what he's pointing at. Does it look like they would line up and?
Well, first let's give me an insight check. I mean, you can pretty much, because I'm gonna compare it with your. Okay, so with a 9 and a 17, I mean, actually, let me roll his deception. Okay, that's pretty funny. All right, both of you know that he is totally lying. He's just like, well, yeah, he's just like, yeah, just some scratch marks. It happens to the best of us.
Timothy, I think you and I both know that those aren't mere scratch marks. Look, we're here to put whatever is terrorizing this lake out of its misery. So the quicker we can do that, the quicker you can fish in peace.
He's like, are you calling me a liar?
Absolutely.
And he gets up in your face. He's just like, and he's gonna do the finger thing, except now you're taller than him, so he kind of like jabs it into your hip. He's just like, look here, buddy.
I'm gonna take out my quill, and I'm gonna jab like his shoulder back and go, you're not the only one who can jab.
Hey,
and it's leaving little ink marks behind.
He's like, oh, that's sharp. He's like, his head snaps as he turns to you. He's just kind of like, give me a persuasion check.
Oz is like, ow!
And so he looks at you and he's just kind of like, well, all right, rock person thing. You drive a good point. Fair enough. All right. Well, there is something out here.
But we were told there wasn't anything out here.
Well, I've seen the creature, so there is something out here. But, yeah, the way, once we get into deeper waters, we'll, well, actually, we're probably already here, but, kind of like towards the center, there is some sort of creature that attacked me, but, honestly, chances are to finding it is just continue fishing. So, I'll tell you this, we keep sailing around, or if you want, you could hop off on one of these ice blocks or whatever, and wait for the thing to pop out. It does hunt.
What does it look like?
Well, I've only seen its head, and it's got a long neck. Yeah, and I would say it's pretty large considering its body. But got a long neck. It's got sharp teeth. It's kind of like a blue aquatic thing.
This sounds like a sea giraffe.
I don't know what that is, but sure. I believe you. You're wearing robes. You seem to be intelligent.
Does anything that he said sound familiar at all?
Give me a nature check. This is going to be kind of a tough one.
Oh, I'm sure. 12.
Yeah, doesn't really come to mind. Anything come to mind?
Well, it's not an owlbear.
Right. You're kind of thinking more of like other creatures. The way he's kind of described it, you at least know it's not like a it's a magical Leoplorodon, Charlie. That's such a good callback. Let's go. Okay. So he's just like, I don't know, but it is an aggressive thing. One thing though, I thought it was odd, was that it once you kind of go back to the coast, I was very fortunate it didn't continue to pursue me. I was toddling like a madman, and it was like it took a bite, then kind of swam away, and then came in to try to ram me off and knock me into the water. Anyhow, I was blessed that I wasn't far into the deep waters when I was attacked.
So why did you lie about it, and why didn't you want us to take care of it in the first place?
Well, I don't know. Maybe I didn't want you to be scared if I told you the truth. You know, maybe. And plus, I needed help. I needed hands. So, and most people have been apprehensive to come out here. That's why I figured it was best to just get some people on the boat, and then maybe at some point let them know what was going on once we encountered the creature.
We literally asked you to take us to the creature when we were getting on.
And he's
Sometimes
I don't
people don't
remember
know.
this.
It
It doesn't matter. He's just gonna like, well, then he like scratches his head. He's just like, why does everything have to be so difficult?
You're a
he
great
goes-
lawyer.
And he kind of looks at you. He's like, look, I don't really say this too often. I apologize for misleading you.
All right, well, where did you see the creature? Let's head to that area.
Well, it's I don't know specifically. I feel like if we keep swimming in this whatever size by size cube area or square area that I have here, maybe you could find it. But that's just my hunch. No, so he'll be like, yeah, just keep kind of like sailing in these waters. He's like, I believe it was around here. What we could do is we could go to each of these. He kind of like points to some of these like little ice chunks that kind of broke away from the larger piece that you these little icebergs, and he's just kind of like, we could go there, and some of them kind of rise up. You could kind of look out and get a more like a higher view and see some motion in the water, but you're the adventurers, I don't know. But if it does attack us on this boat, hopefully you're able to keep your sea legs.
Well, if fishing attracts the creature, maybe we should start there.
Let's throw some nets in the water.
That's right. Okay. So I'll have you for everyone who's. So I'll have 2 people keep paddling.
I'll paddle.
Just like paddle, and then
Yep.
I'll say the rest of you. So two paddlers, and then the rest of you will roll survival checks to see how you fare in your fishing.
All right.
I will probably paddle.
All right.
Good old grunts roll with you guys. What a shite fisherman. All right, who do we got here? Who's the best fisherman out of all you lot? Oh, it's Buffettes. Okay, so
He's got the wild in him.
all right. So let me roll something else here. Okay, so Buffettes, you so he kind of gives you a couple of fishing poles, and he's just like, and then he's the one who's throwing to cast out the net, and so he gives you fishing poles, and then so after a little bit of time, another half hour passes. Buffettes, you get a big tug, like you kind of like lurch forward a little bit.
All right.
Give me a strength check, please.
That's gonna work out great. Okay. Take it.
All right, 17. So at first, Grint's just gonna like, oh, we got a live one, let's go. And they all kind of look at you, and like this thing like pulls, and you're just kind of like, come on, you son of a gun. And you what you're doing, right? Like just you're kind of letting it fight for a bit. I don't know how much fishing you guys actually do in real life, but I don't fish too often. But so after a bit, right, you're then give me another strength check. So you're kind of letting it, you're starting to sort of reel it in.
Jimothy's gonna excitedly grab and try to help.
I'm gonna say,
Yeah, I'll have
hold
you
me,
roll
Jimothy.
a strength check as well.
Hold me, Jimothy.
I'll like grab onto Buffettes' leg and like pull on his leg or something.
Fair enough.
Got you. Strength, you said? Just strength?
Yep, strength, please.
Oh, that's not good.
Yes. A halfling and a satyr try and wrestle a giant fish. This is
Oof, yeah, definitely a -1 for sure. It's not the...
I'm
All
going
right.
there, aren't I?
But yeah, so it takes you a little bit longer. And then oh, I'm excited for this. Let's see, I want to make sure. Like about you get something that starts coming up, and it's like about a 50-pound fish. It's like long and red. And it like jumps out the water, and then it like jumps out, and then it comes to like headbutt you, Buffettes. And let's see how it attacks.
This must be one of them knucklehead trouts.
Oh, what the?
So it like jumps out and like tries to like at first like you like, oh heck, what the heck, it just kind of like gave up fighting, and it jumps out. It's got the hook in its mouth, and like tries to collide into your face, and then it falls into the boat, and it's like wriggling and raggling, and then just like trying to swing at you, but it doesn't hit you.
Wait,
all right,
so
I need you to.
it's flying to try and hit me,
and it misses, and it falls into the boat.
and it missed. Can I headbutt it?
Sure, roll to attack. Roll an unarmed attack.
Isn't that like essentially it actually hitting you in the head like it wanted to?
Yeah.
I guess he's trying to like meet
But
the
like,
momentum.
I'm trying to headbutt it into the boat.
You like deflect it.
Yeah.
Okay,
Dude,
so you're headbutting it before it lands in the boat, because if it's in the boat, then I was gonna say it's prone, right?
Yeah.
it will be. It will be. But
let me let's see this here. Where's my oh. Where's this? Did that roll?
Damn.
No. That didn't roll anything for attack, did it?
no. That's cool though. I didn't know you had this ability.
Why not? Why didn't it roll anything for attack? Let me. Okay.
What's your strength mod?
+1.
And I guess your proficiency, right? Because you're attacking.
Yes.
So like a 13, 12?
So that'd be a 13.
Okay. So so a 13 does hit. So all right, so yeah, you hit it for 2 points of damage. Oh, that's rough.
3 points of 3 points of damage.
Okay. So yeah, it comes into the boat and you like smack it. And then like you like redirect its momentum and it like slams its body into the boat and you kill it. You're just like, oh wow, and then it just slams hard into the boat and you kill it. And then Grinch goes, holy shit, let's go. And he comes up to you and he's raising his hand for a high five.
I'm like, boom.
Boom.
I'm fishing.
God damn. All right. Let's all right, now that they're biting, okay, this is a good spot. And so he starts throwing out a net. And so he says like, all right, come on guys, recast. There's got to be more out here. He's just like, and he's like, oh, this is a female, so there's got to be some males nearby. They're usually the heavier ones. Okay, so I'll have you guys roll another survival check.
Everyone but Asilo and Zoran, right?
If you guys want to swap out, you can.
Nope. Oz is like, you don't want me on the oar. You don't want me paddling.
You're a lizard, Harry.
Okay.
Yeah, that's not a fisher person.
All right. So 10, 12, 9. Okay. For survival. All right. So this time, Oz, you get a big pull. You're just gonna like lurch forward and like it even seems like, so I want you to roll, give me a strength check, please.
Oh, this is gonna go well. Oz will, if he feels like he's getting pulled in, he's letting go of the pole.
All right. Does anyone want to try to catch this? I mean, you guys all see this, right? You see him kind of lurch forward.
If we'll just he's letting go of the pole.
Yeah, you're definitely letting go of the pole with that check for sure.
I was like, can I try and hold on, where's Oz? Yeah, I'm right behind Oz. Can I try and grab the pole as he's letting go of it?
I'm feeling good. I feel like holding my set of bagpipes after casting this net. I'm gonna give some bardic inspiration, some confidence to Osmanthus that he can fish.
Okay. Timothy, do you want to do anything? You're also kind of like right next to Oz.
Yeah, I'll grab his leg. I'm good at that.
Okay. All right. Give me a strength check, and then you as well. And then actually, since you're trying to grab for the pole, I want you to give me a silo dex save or a strength save, either one, I guess. Sorry if you want to change that up.
I'll take that one.
Okay, fair enough. All right, so with a 19, you're just gonna like, oh nope, and you like you like the most of the pole's like in the water, but you like grab the thicker end, and you're able to like, oh god damn it, and you're able to kind of hold it back up. Uh, Jimothy somehow leaps over to grab your leg, and he's helping you kind of pull it in. Okay, so so you also start getting this fight, and Gritz goes, yes, he kind of like, all right, this is definitely a male. There's got to be something else out here. And then Asilo and Jimothy, I want you to give me strength saving throws, please.
Saving throw or ability check?
Saving throws, please. And then everyone else, so Oz, Bofades, Zoran, give me perception checks, please.
Oh gosh.
Okay.
12, 14, 17 for perception.
12, 14, 17 for perception. Okay. So, I'll roll one thing real quick.
Are we gonna see old Nessie?
Okay. Bofades, you actually see something like a darker shade moving in the water at a blindingly fast speed, and then just kind of like immediately rotate and turn around and starts pulling on the line. And then you see, oh, what do we get for the strength saves? Oof, not
8 and 4.
You see Jimothy and Asilo are pulled into the water. And holy crap, we're about to roll for some initiative here. This is about to get interesting. Okay. So first things first, I'm going to move you guys a little bit on the map here. So I want you guys to have a little bit, you guys over here.
Row your boat.
Well, you guys are beneath the boat now. That goes,
So Asilo and Jimothy got pulled in?
Yeah, because Jimothy was grabbing Asilo's leg.
Got it.
Yeah. So I didn't have enough like reaction to kind of like I was just he just got pulled in. He was like, oh, I'm pulling, and he's just like, oh crap. Goes with him. Okay. So let's all roll for initiative here. Oh, I just added the boat to the initiative. That's hilarious.
How'd it do on its roll?
I didn't roll for it yet, so.
Oh, what the shit.
We got Grinsk on the initiative as well. Not that he can do very much.
He can lie to it.
Good at that.
Okay. All right. So. I need to move. Not Oz, but Jimothy and Silo are in the water. Actually, I want to put you guys this. Okay, so this is going to be a little bit tough here. Okay, first things first. So Asilo, you are in the water. This is freezingly cold water, right? So I need you to roll a Constitution saving throw, please, as you are just bombarded with the cold here.
Nine.
Constitution saving throw. Okay. So you, yeah, unfortunately, that's not going to quite cut it. You incur a point of exhaustion from being in the water here. And then and I guess just for that as well, Jimothy, roll that save as well because you're also in the water. Just before I forget on your turn. Okay, you're okay. You're able to. You're really cold, right? So like if you be out here any longer, you got to get onto the boat or onto some land or whatever. Okay. All right. So round 1, Silo. What are you doing? Swimming back, hanging out.
Um,
Can you swim?
I would assume so. I don't know. I will swim over to Jimothy and I will chuck him back up on the boat.
Hey,
All right. Give me a strength check just to chuck him over.
20.
Oh, yeah, you launched the guy. You're kind of like do the like.
You actually throw him too far. Jimothy misses the boat.
Yeah, you just kind of like Free Willy style over the boat.
And then I will swim over to the boat and pull myself back.
Okay. So yeah, you're just kind of like shaking. Okay. We'll say that's your movement and an action to kind of get him back on the boat. Jimothy, you are up. The pole is gone, but you gather that there's something pretty strong out there. Like, do you want to do anything or?
Can I see anything in the water?
Yeah, give me since you were thrown. Give me a perception check, please. Okay, yeah. So you do see a darker shadow, kind of to the northwest of you. I'll kind of ping this. I don't know if you can see my finger or whatever around this area here.
Okay. I'm going
It's
to
below all. Yeah, it's completely submerged. So.
Okay. I'm gonna. I don't really know how my soul knife will react or my psychic blade. I don't know how they will react in water or interact with water. So I guess I'll just try throwing one.
Okay. God damn. Okay, so this is kind of interesting. I don't know. Because you see the shadow, but you're also throwing into the water. So I don't know if you would have disadvantage on that, just mechanically, just to make sure. Do you guys know the rules with regards to that, just to make sure?
Attacking into water.
Yeah.
That might have disadvantage.
So I know ranged attacks in water with like a bow and arrow, I think they're at disadvantage and they can only travel as far as the first range increment.
Sure. Okay.
But
So I guess since you see going in, okay, yeah, we'll that's a good thing. We'll make that so once you're in the water, we'll say that you will be at disadvantage. But I guess for now, yeah, we'll say that's fine. So a 24 to hit. Yeah, you do you get the sensation if you hit or not, or do you just
I don't think I have any
indication on that?
There's no feedback or anything like that from my attack that I know.
Okay, so you know it goes in, and you're gonna think it hits or something, but
seems like it got to the right area. What happened? Okay, I will. Okay, I will bonus action do it again.
all right. So yeah, you do both attacks, and do you want to do anything else? Any movement back into the water?
No, like if I can free action or something like that, I might take off like my outer layer of clothing, or my
Okay.
like, my outer jacket, assuming it's very wet.
Yeah, it's soaking wet, and yeah, that's probably a good strategy to want to. You definitely want to at some point definitely rewrap yourself with something.
Yeah.
But okay.
That'd be it.
All right. So, ooh, I gotta check this out. Okay, so, Jimothy, because you're kind of looking out and seeing this, you see something. The dark thing starts moving towards the boat at a rapid speed, and kind of like goes below the boat, or it seems like it's going right under the boat, and it rams it on the side here. So let's see here, and I want everyone to roll a dexterity saving throw, please. Damn.
Back in the water.
Okay. Oh, this is going to be very interesting. Oh shoot, that's not what I'm gonna do. Okay. So, yeah, you feel the boat is rammed into the water. Or sorry, the thing rams into the boat, and then yeah, you guys are gonna like rock back, and then Asylum, you are back into the water. And then we'll deal with that back on your turn here. Moving on to Gridsk. He's kind of like, oh god, I don't know what's going on. What do I do? What do I do? And that's gonna be his turn, just kind of panicking, asking you guys what's gonna happen. Oz, you're up.
Do I see this thing at all?
Give me a perception check, please.
Oh boy. 11.
Okay, you actually do see you kind of like look kind of in front of you, and then you're just like, oh, it must be on the other side if it just rammed us, and you kind of look over, and I don't know if you can see where my cursor is, but you see a dark shape on the other end.
All right. Well, in that case, I'm gonna kind of shout at it and say, "Quit ramming the boat," as I'm going to cast Mind Sliver.
Okay. Someone should save here. Oh man, it. All right. And I'm assuming you get to feel it if it failed or not, right? It failed, by the way, but.
Well, damn.
We're gonna say it takes. Well, it does take it, but you get the confirmation. I'll say that you get the confirmation. You're just like, okay, it definitely felt something.
Wait, it failed to save?
It did fail to save.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Then yeah, this thing I guess will suffer 5 psychic damage.
Perfect.
And has to subtract a D4 from the next saving throw that it makes before the end of my next turn, which could be another Mind Sliver.
I believe you. Bophides, you are up. Oh, sorry. Did you have anything else you want to do?
Get the boat closer to one of the icebergs.
Okay.
Land home.
So, all right, yeah. So yes, so mechanically, right? I guess because was this a bonus action, Mind Sliver?
No, it's an action.
Okay, so you guys can take an action, and I'll say one of you just has to decide this, right? To kind of move the boat over. You kind of spend your full turn taking the boat and then moving it closer to the iceberg if you'd like. So if you want to get on something flat and solid, I'll allow that. Okay. All right. So, moving on to Bofades. You are up. What are you doing?
Oh, right. Well, let's see. Bofades is gonna see this this creature in the water, and he's going to let's see. He's gonna shout out, "You're the reason baby gnomes cry." Use just mockery.
Okay. Okay. So sorry. First things first. Give me a perception check to make sure you see it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay, yeah, you do spot the same similar dark shape in the water, and then a wisdom save, and so it subtracts a d4 from this.
Yep.
Right, let's see how it does. Okay, minus a d4.
Oh no, it's close.
Ha! Are you guys seeing these rolls as well?
No.
No.
It still succeeds. Oh,
Damn it.
brutal.
Damn it! Roll better on the d4s next time.
Sorry, I'm just not. I rolled really well on the d20, but so, all right. You're not sure if it the insult landed because it doesn't really it doesn't feel it. But I do appreciate you finally insulting though. So keep it up.
Bofades is going to use the rest of his turn to brace for impact. And try to steady himself on the boat, lock himself down.
Fair enough.
Hooves in, so to speak.
All right, Zoran, you are up.
So I'm gonna see if I can actually spot it. I don't know if I can, and if I can't, that will change what I do. So
Sure. Give me a perception check, please.
14.
14. Okay. Actually, you can't spot it.
That's fine. So I'm going to cast Speak with Animals. And maybe I can ask it, like, why are you hitting the ship? The boat. I guess our vessel's a boat, not a ship. And I'm going to see if it answers me.
Okay, so we'll come back on that.
Yep. And you said that paddling would be a full action, not a bonus action?
Yeah, it's like a full round turn.
Okay, then that's all I can do. Well, actually, yeah, that's all I can do. Sorry. Okay. Cool.
No worries. Perfect. All right, top of the round. Asilo, give me a Constitution saving throw as you're back into the water, back into the frigidness.
Oof.
Oh, you incur one other point of exhaustion. And remember, this isn't we're doing the different rules, so it just subtracts from your roll. It's not like your whatever the second stage of it is. So just minus 2 now to everything, which sucks, and I hate tracking that, but it is what it is.
So I will swim over and pull myself up on this island.
Okay,
Because
you're on the island.
Fuck that boat.
Fair enough. Okay.
And I will see if I can spot this thing.
Okay, give me a perception check. Yep, you see the similar dark shape in the water over here.
It's an
It's
11.
kind of to the north of you.
Okay, then I will go ahead and huck a javelin at it.
All right. Roll to attack.
And I will use my savage attacker.
Smart, smart.
That is the wrong dice.
Good thing, because I rolled a 1 there.
Oh. Dang it. 1d6 plus 5.
There we go, okay. Probably gonna stick with that roll, I'm assuming.
Yeah. For 8
Yeah.
damage.
All right, so yeah, you strike through, and because you kind of have this javelin, you see it stick into the creature. So yeah, you see like this dark shape, and you see kind of like sticking out like a 45-degree angle. This spear kind of sticking out, or javelin sticking out. But you do strike.
Okay, and as a bonus action, now that I've seen it and I've hit it once, I will cast Hunter's Mark,
Okay.
Nice.
which disregard that damage roll.
Sure. Okay. Good thing. Okay, I will mark the creature with that. But I really need to, but it's cool. I don't know what the Hunter's Mark token is. Is there a Hunter's Mark token? Oh, it is. There's a targeted option. We'll go with that. Okay. Cool. Excuse me. Anything else?
Nope, that is it for my turn.
All right, Jimothy, you are up. You don't have to roll a perception check now because you see a big javelin sticking out from the water.
Okay. Then I will. I'm gonna bonus action use my what's it called? Steady aim.
Okay.
Have advantage on my attack roll.
Okay, cool.
And then I will make an attack where I see the javelin stuck creature.
All right, sounds good. Dang it. Both will hit.
Okay, and then I'll add my sneak attack.
Perfect.
Hey, Jimothy, do you crit on a 19?
No. Why? What?
I feel like my next character needs to just be a champion fighter.
Yeah, right. So, 16 points of psychic damage.
All right, yeah, it takes it all.
And I think that is it. Where do I see the javelin coming out of the water again?
Sorry, I don't know if you can see my
North. Yeah,
cursor
yeah.
yet.
Okay. Does it look like I
Okay.
can reach the reach the island from here? Like, does it look like I could jump out and get to it? If I...
Yeah, you would have to. You could. Oh, jump.
What's that? 7.5 feet to the ice.
Right. Yeah, I would say yeah, because you're small. Yeah, it would require an athletics check to do so. Kind of leap, to lunge yourself forward. At of course risking to falling into the water, obviously. But
Yeah, I'll go ahead and try. I guess I'll try. Sure, why not?
Sure.
Gosh, if only we had someone who could like freeze cubes of this water to create like a stepping block.
Be smart.
That's a pretty good athletics check.
Pretty good athletics check. Yeah,
For
you're
minus
able
one.
to leap over and join a silo.
All right, I will. Yeah, kind of center myself on the island here, and
Okay.
watch the spear sticking out, and that'll be it for me.
Perfect. Okay. It is the creature's turn. What do you want to do?
Does it respond to me about why it's hitting the boat?
It wow, this is cool. I'll actually do oh man, I can't believe this is so cool. I didn't even think that anyone would have this idea. But it surfaces from the water and it turns its head at you and it nods that it understands what you're saying. I will reveal it on the music web up.
Oh shiz.
Well, that looks terrifying. I assume all of us see this thing, look at Zoran, and nod at Zoran.
Right. So it and then it speaks in common as it moves its mouth. It's like, I am listening.
Has it got a javelin out of its back?
Oh my god, I can't believe you actually. That was so good. All right, so it is gonna hold an action. If it does anything. And that's gonna be his turn. Grinsk, you guys didn't really answer. Grinsk, he goes, "What the fuck?"
One of us
then
might be doing that.
we jump to Oz's turn.
Did we heard?
You all heard the creature say, I'm listening."
Oz is gonna look to Bophades and look at this creature and say, if we can solve this peacefully, that seems like the approach for us to take. I'm Oz, by the way, and I'll wave at the creature.
Magical Leopleurodon.
Yeah, when you made that joke, like that was like funny for the reference, but funny because like this is exactly what it is. Okay.
And I'll say that in common as well. I'm not going to switch to something like Elvish or Dwarvish.
Right.
Do I?
Okay.
Do I use Dwarvish? No,
Yeah.
I don't.
You know,
All
so-
right. So moving on to the next turn, it is going to be Bophades.
Right. I will ask the, hearing this and being very stunned, I will ask it why it has been attacking these boats and these fishermen of the lakes, and how we can make it stop.
Okay. All right. So we'll hold on to that, and then we'll jump to Zoran. So do you ask it anything else as well?
I'll just say thanks for listening, and I hope that we can peacefully resolve this.
Okay.
If you're
So-
in need of something, let us know. We can't
All right.
help if you don't tell us what's wrong.
Help us,
Oh my
help
God.
you.
Yes, help us, help you.
All right, so just kind of for the sake of time here, a silo over because you guys are in kind of the turn order. Do you guys want to continue? You also hear this. Do you want to continue with the combat, or do you want to continue attacking this thing? I mean, it did.
I will hold an attack in case it makes an aggressive.
Okay. And Jimothy?
Steady aim.
Our job is to remove the creature. It's not going to go on its own, so we're going to have to kill it. So I'm going to be ready to keep going.
I appreciate that. That's fine. All right, so we'll jump to you. So roll to do your turn, and peace was never an option.
Oh, so we're going to go straight to me continuing to kill?
Yeah. Sorry.
Perfect. I'll do steady aim again and do an attack with advantage.
Okay.
Fuck 'em up.
See, next,
Okay. Both
I
of
feel
those
like
will
we're
hit.
sending mixed messages.
Another sneak attack.
All right.
Inside kick.
It takes it all.
And I'm going to step back from outside of the island a little bit.
That's going to... Okay, so that's going to trigger its action, and it's going to trigger a Silo's action, because it is going to go aggressive mode, so it's going to move up. And it doesn't know that you exactly... Well, actually, I want to make sure I want to get this
It's like I just assassinated Archduke Ferdinand, and now all the triggers are happening to start World War One. I attack. Now the creature's gonna attack. Then the silo's gonna attack, and then it's just gonna be blood in the water. No regrets.
No regrets. Not even one letter?
Okay. So it's not going to go to the boat. Sorry, I want to make sure it had some speed on the land. So it's going to hop onto the piece of ice here.
Or.
It doesn't have much, but it's going to take a old bite at Jimothy here.
Why me?
Oh man, come on, son of a bitch! Ugh. And miss.
Too fast, too furious.
Just
Eat
why
it.
me?
Okay, so this is 8 o'clock here. What we're gonna do is we're gonna stop there for the night, because I think this is about to get a little bit more involved than just conversation, and we'll see how this pans out next time.
You want me to go ahead and do my attack now, or wait till next week?
No. Go for it. Let's resolve that now. So it's in front of you, so attack it.
Okay.
Appreciate you bringing that up. 15 does hit.
Okay, dokie. I will go ahead and use my savage attack. Damage on. Nope. I will do 10 damage to it.
Okay, perfect. And all right. So yeah, it's looking rough. I'll say that. You did quite a number on it. Right, you're gonna try to peacefully talk with the creature. And then...
I mean, something tells me that flew out the window.
Oh, wait,
Yeah.
hold on. Because I also hit it.
Oh yeah, you have Hunter's Mark. That's right.
Plus one
Well,
more
it takes
damage.
It takes it. That's it's still up though. But okay, that's good. I'm glad we resolved that. Otherwise, I would have forgotten. Okay, so we'll stop there. We'll see what happens next time, and
Because obviously the creature isn't going to try and talk to us as it's attacking Jimothy in a silo. Is that correct?
I'm not gonna entirely rule it out. So if you want to try again, I'm not gonna, because I don't want it to be just like, all right, it attacked and then, but like, okay, that's it, no more communication.
I mean, because people can stab and talk at the same time sometimes, so figured I'd
well,
ask.
I mean,
We're having a friendly chat.
Yes.
I would say Jimothy and Asilo can no longer participate in those talks, but you three have a chance to do so.
Whoa, friends don't make peace. Enemies make peace.
Thank you, Matt. All right.
That's
I
some
mean,
very,
if
that's
the
some
creature,
very Sun Tzu shit right there.
yeah, if the creature had responded to me as a like, "Fuck you all, I'ma eat your boat," Zoran would have a different reaction. But the fact that it
Yeah.
said I'm listening,
Same.
Listen to these fists.
this could be our new polar bear situation. Just kidding.
Yeah.
Better though, because this thing can talk to us
Yeah.
without the need of your spell even.
Help me help you. What do you need?
Yeah.
Some
no, this
fucking
is-
healing right now is what I need. I've got 2 javelins or whatever.
No, this is I like kind of revealing behind the curtain here. That is huge. There's an option for you to be able to communicate with it, but I mean, you see this thing attacking you, right? I did it has to be like a specific thing. Like you try using some of your abilities to communicate with it. So the fact that you did, I'm just like, I don't want that to go away. I was like, that's pretty awesome. So good job. In fact, inspiration. That was so good.
Sweet.
That was really well done.
Perfect.
Okay, so make sure you note that. And all right, so we'll stop there. Pick it up there next time. I was really hoping, like at the beginning things were moving kind of slow. I was like, okay, hopefully we can get to this combat here.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right.
Until next week.
Yeah.
We will see you next time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we should be playing next week.
All right.
Sweet.
Sounds good. Yeah, we'll get some more Fists of Fury over here.
Right.
All right.
No Fist of Fury. We're going to have a new friend,
No.
aka this creature.
No more
And
fucking polar bears. We're killing this thing.
I mean,
The polar bears couldn't understand us. This one can. We could rule the seas.
Or the lakes.
It's like a big pond.
We could rule the lakes.
There's not even
Yeah.
pirates here. What are we gonna rule?
yeah, it's like
We're gonna take over the we're gonna take over the business of this. What's his name?
We will
Grinsk.
be the pirates.
Yeah.
Or a sea monster.
I'm gonna take out this creature will help us catch all the fish. Grinsk will be out of business. We will be the sole provider of fish for the whole region. And this will be our life.
You changed my mind. We're not killing it.
Just
We-
saying.
I can tell Matt's super serious right now.
We'll just double up on the profits between the sea creature and me whooping everybody's ass in the bar at night.
you guys
Look
are
at the
just,
type of life we could have.
We're gonna run this tiny town right into the ground.
No, we're gonna run all 10 of them.
Hey, Jimothy,
Yes.
I'm
Yeah,
just
the
saying.
10 towns.
I
okay,
believe
so
that you and I could go into politics here and just crush everything.
Yeah, and we can kill all of our opposition.
Yeah.
And the thing is, you don't even have to be the front people. You could manipulate Alfie because he is really indebted to us.
I mean, honestly, if you guys want to pull this kind of crazy shit, I'm not opposed to that. But I would like for you to at least participate in the adventure, and then we kind of swing back on you ruling all of 10 towns.
Well,
I
we
mean,
can
just think, if we have this kind of influence, it'll be really easy to find this Torg, Ice, or Suffolk, Caltro, and stuff. Like,
Yeah.
it'll be so easy.
I mean, if you want it to be like in conjunction, like, all right, we take over this town, we call it, I don't know, Southern Land 1 or whatever, and then just slowly take over each of the 10 towns, and like, I just envision it like, you're like, all right, Brindshander's too strong, too solid. We have to take out each of the other 9 and then swoop in.
Yeah.
This
we'll
is
make
our-
it the south
This is
of
our
the north.
10-part plan.
South of the north.
South of the north.
Okay, I mean, I know we're joking and all that, but like, if you guys really want to do that, like, I'm not opposed to that idea. That'd be kind of fun to do.
No.
I mean, Oz is really wanting to get into owlbear breeding, so this seems...
Right.
This creature could probably help us find an owlbear for you.
Or
Okay,
maybe
now
we
we're-
could breed it with an owl bear and then end up with a aquatic owl bear.
All right,
Oh,
we're not doing
God.
that. I'm not gonna allow some weird crossbreeding.
You,
Whoa,
you gotta
whoa,
catch
but-
them all.
But it's also, hear me out. Magic. And we do have
Right.
a wizard.
No, it is possible. I just don't want kind of weird stuff happening in this game.
That's how monstrosities are made.
Have you seen your players? I mean, how long have you known us?
Right. I mean, I know you would, and I don't want it to happen though. Get some weird like breeding eugenics type.
Yeah, we can lay out some like snow rose petals to set the mood for this thing and future owlbear.
We'll put a pin on that. So for now, keep engaging with the adventure, and we'll see about your guys' takeover for 10 Towns. But for now, you guys, the next thing you got to focus on is figuring out how you're going to end this combat here.
And,
One step at a time.
and after that breeding, the only word the new species is able to say is Edward.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's rough.
No, we're not. No, I'm already. No, it's just not going to happen.
Okay.
All
See
right,
everyone
guys.
next week.
See you guys next time.
Take care.
Good night, guys.